All right, so we are going to start with some carpet. Even though we're going to be yanking this stuff out, we'll have to pick a color for them to put down because we can't leave the floors bare. We have a light tan, which is going to be, let's see, 298 is the color. A little bit darker with some gray in it. That one is going to be 835. Lighter tan, lots more gray in this one. I know the lighting is crap. I'll do this again when we got some daylight tomorrow. That one, 164 is the color. We have pretty much a straight gray, like a light gray color. And that one is going to be 3644. A little bit darker brown. That one is 3768. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I can't read that small print. This one is dark gray, dark brown. This one is going to be 641. And then last but not least, mostly brown, just a hint of gray. And that one is going to be 782. From there, our tile, my fat head out of the way. Tile, this is actually, it's showing up a bit darker, but this is actually a nice light gray patterned. You can kind of get an idea. And if you want to check this out online, maybe you can see some better pictures on the company website, is Tessero Tuscany series, and the color is Grigio. So from there, same series, this is a much lighter color. This one is the Blanco, which is going to be white with just a hint of tan and a hint of gray in it. From there, you have beige, obviously, a little bit more beige. So you have the gray, the white with both, and then the beige. And again, all of this is that Tessero Tuscany series. Then we come up to the Terra series. This is a darker gray on this one. Much darker gray. I'm going to get my fat finger out of the way. Much darker gray on this one. And this is going to be the Terra series. Color is gris or gray. And we have a whitish gray, much lighter color with just a little hint of gray in it. Very light gray on this one. That color is plata. And then finally, and all these tiles, if I'm not mistaken, these are 16 or 18 by 18. And then we have some 20 by 20s that have a marble look. So that's the first one. This is the Tessero Cami, C-A-M-I series. And this color is called Sereno. Sounds fancy. And then last but not least, with that Cami series, is just a different pattern. And again, this is a 20 by 20 with just a bit different pattern. This one's a bit more bold pattern, whereas the other one, the color is a bit more muted, a little bit more subtle, whereas this is a bit more bold accents in it. And this one is called Nouveau in that Cami series. So that's what I got for tile, and I'm going to work up a tile price, even though I can tell you right now it is going to be probably way more than you and I anticipate. Now the quartz. We have 4 different quartz selections. I'm going to do my best to not get a glare on these things. So the first one is going to be mostly white with a little bit of gray accent, and that is Silestone is the brand. The color is called Lyra, and it is a polished, shiny finish. The next one is white with a lot of gray flecks. So it's going to appear pretty gray when it's down. And this is same company, color, Blanco Maple 14. And again, that's a polished finish, nice and shiny. This one is pretty much just a straight white. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. Sorry about the glare. And this one is Miami White 17. Again, polished. And this one I actually have in a home that's sold, but I'll run down and take a video of it so you can see what it looks like actually on the counters. This is the last quartz selection. This one is a straight gray with some dark gray accents, and it is going to be Gray Expo is that color. So a dark gray with dark gray accents. Next up, our granite. So we have a traditional salt and pepper granite. This is Bianco Sardo. So mostly black and white, a touch of some other color in there, maybe a dark gray. Next up is a very similar pattern, but this one is more with browns with a little bit of white and gray as accent. And this one is called Crema or Caramel. So this one, again, just has that brown accent over the black and white. And then last but not least is Caledonia. So this is a pretty bold pattern, relatively dark. This is what we have in the 2117 model over at 12 Lynbrook. I'm not sure if y'all stopped by there, but this is what's on the island in the kitchen at Lynbrook. So it's going to be a darker granite, blacks, browns, so on and so forth. And those are our 3 granite selections. And then shingles. This is weathered wood. So this is going to be your standard black, gray, and brown. There's enough of each color in the granules to where it's pretty much going to match anything you pick, shutter and door wise. And then we have rustic black, which self-explanatory. Guess what? It's black. From there, cabinets are going to be shaker style cabinets. And right now, we're just offering white and gray. So, the gray is a nice light gray color. Brick. So we're going to run through a bunch of these real quick. So, we run with 3 different brick companies. We have Henry Brick, Triangle Brick, and US Brick are the 3 companies that we use. So I'm going to show you what's on the wall first. This is more of a classic brick that has almost like a rustic look to it with some light tans, and that almost looks black over here on this one. But in reality, it's just like a darker brown with the natural brick color coming through it. So this one's called Cedar Creek. Next up, from Triangle, we have Portsmouth, which is a traditional brick color with some darker accents. Okay, so you're going to have some black accents and a very coarse texture on the outside. And again, that's Portsmouth. Next up, Charleston Alley. This is a pretty popular one. This is a classic brick color texture, and it's dusted with a very light tan coating. And it is baked onto the brick, so no worries about like pressure washing or cleaning this up and any of it coming off. It's on there for good. It's part of the actual brick. That one is, again, Charleston Alley. So here we have Madrid. Madrid is a good traditional dark, deep red brick color. And again, this looks dark on camera, but it is really a dark red traditional brick color. And that is going to be Madrid. This is another very popular selection as far as the lighter colors go. This has a very light tan finish on a classic brick color. This is Avondale. And you can kind of see the classic brick color on top of there. Next up, we're going to run through some of the ones I got down here on the floor for some reason. So we have River Street. This is a very dark, that black that you're seeing definitely conveys in real life. This is a very dark black and brown color. You have Key West, much more muted, lighter traditional brick color with some occasional like dark brown and light brown accent bricks. And again, that's Key West. We have Linville, which is going to be very, very similar to that first Cedar Creek, the Henry brick that we looked at. Very, very similar. Classic brick texture and color with some light and dark brown accents. Portsmouth, again, very similar to, actually, this is the exact same as the other Portsmouth. So we're going to skip over that. We got, I can hear you laughing at me, don't laugh at me. Oakton from Triangle Brick. Oakton, again, is going to be a lighter brick color with some tan and black accents. We got a couple more to go through, and then we're just about done. I'm going to flip through some vinyl selections just in case you choose one, then we can do it. So this is Alabaster from Henry Brick. This is as close to a traditional brick as we have. This is classic brick color, texture. Everything about this screams old school brick home. Montesano is going to be very, very similar to that US Brick Charleston Alley. So if we have a supply issue with one or the other, we typically swap these out because they're just about the same. You have the Montesano is just a hair lighter brick color than the Charleston Alley, but they are almost identical when they're up on the house. And then Key West we already saw, and Oakton. Did we see Oakton already? Yes, we did. Oakton was on the wall. So that's it for brick. And then as far as the vinyl goes, if we choose Scottsdale or Divinity, we have a stone tile lookalike, a tile lookalike, another tile lookalike. None of these are very popular, by the way, the tile lookalikes. We have a dark wood panel, light wood panel, very gray tan looking wood plank, and these are about, I don't know, 5-inch or so. This is a smaller, like a 3.5, 4-inch plank, darker wood, and then very light, like a blonde wood with a 5-inch plank. And here, and I don't know if we're still doing an upcharge for the wet areas for these two, because the Scottsdale and Divinity series are the two higher end series of this flooring. And I know they were charging a couple $100, but I think we stopped using the low end stuff. So I don't know what we're doing with that. I'll get some clarification on it. This is a white tile lookalike. Again, not very popular. This one is quite popular. It's called Silversmith. This is going to be like an 8-inch wide plank look. Goes down very nice. Looks great on the floor. The tile ones, this is looks to be about a 14 by 14 tile or 15 by 15. This is a rectangular gray tile look. This again is a wider wood plank. So this is going to be probably an 8-inch plank, 7 to 8-inch plank. This one is called, oh, that's Silversmith. What was the first one? Don't mind me, just satisfying my curiosity. Silversmith Hamilton. Hamilton was that first really light one. And then we have Silversmith is going to be a darker gray with just a touch of a tan element in there. You almost don't even notice it. I believe Chaucer Road. This is a really nice one. Again, wide plank. The homes that we have this down in, invariably when I'm showing these homes, I have somebody reach down and try and catch a fingernail here in a joint that's just not there because it's roll flooring. So good looking flooring, gray and tan, goes with everything. Nice and natural wood look. Same with this one. This is wool oak. This is actually one of my favorite ones that we do. It has texture. I don't know if you can kind of make that out, but it actually has grooves like real wood. So it is textured, wide plank. Again, this is about an 8-inch or so plank, or plank look, I should say. I don't want to misconstrue what it is. Gray and brown goes with everything. Very light brown, Sherwood tan. Super dark brown textured, Secret Passage. This is a medium dark, mostly brown, little bit of gray, textured. This is Rainstorm. And then a natural wood texture, High Timber. So that's what I got for the vinyl samples right now. And I think that runs through just about everything. The only other choices we're going to have to make is if you want white or black coach lights out on the garage and at the entryway, and then your door and shutter colors. And I'm just going to snap some pictures of these so we can pick colors. So I think that'll do it until tomorrow. I'll reach out when I send over contract documents. Have a great night, y'all.